Hello guys, and this one is just going to be me talking about my Patreon and ideas I have for it going forward, and pretty much I'll be summoning some scrolls. I'll be summoning 40 scrolls here for my current patrons to whack a bit. So yeah, so I actually do want some ideas. I got some really great ideas from one of my, I think he was my first patron. Yeah, I got some really good ideas, so I'm going to revisit those. Every day I say I'm going to revisit it, and I kind of don't, but I need to. It's just that sometimes, oh God, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just not in the mindset to do that, but I do want to provide some value for my patrons, but I don't want it to cause a conflict. So even this, like even dropping scrolls so that people can benefit, I just feel like this is going to be a problem at some point, because somebody is going to overhit something, or somebody is going to think they didn't get to hit something, or just stuff like that. And I just hate that stuff. I hate that type of conflict that is born out of kindness. I really hate that. So I want more innovative ways to give back to my patrons. So some of my patrons, well, I think only my first patron really cares about this spot for the raids. Most of my patrons were fine just supporting me, and they were happy with that because I actually spoke to them and they said they were good with that. So it's just that I know that at least one person enjoys the raids, and I try to share it with the rest. So that's pretty much what it is now. I also have Patreon runs where we have really awesome spots, and I run with them sometimes, and I will help them with raids and stuff like that when I can. That is probably the least likely thing to happen, just because, oh my God. So I actually made a video on this cat, but I didn't post the video because it was actually a bit, it was too much information, because you guys might have thought badly of me. But yeah, so this video is pretty much me asking you guys for some suggestions, like what would patrons want, question and answers, since honestly guys, I do see some of the messages you guys send me, but if I'm to reply to every message people in Orna send me, everybody in my real life send me, and the messages I actually want to reply to, that's so many messages, it's so many conversations. I don't like talking to people that much. Like some of my messages that actually would profit me, like business collaborations or even consultations, I'm ignoring those. So don't feel bad if I don't reply to your message. It's just so many messages, and then I have this thing, I have to clear the notifications. I have to clear all of my Discord notifications, and I have to clear all of my messages in the server so that I can just, I hate seeing the black, the gray and the white. So it's like, it's just too much. So this area is an area with water, so that's why it's saying that cannot be placed there, because you can't place scrolls, you can't summon stuff on water. So that's why. I'm feeling real love for the first time. So yeah, honestly I want to do more with my patrons, but I think I'm doing too much now. But because I'm getting pressured to make an even higher tier of patrons, I'll have to, because someone said they could easily pay $100 a month for my content. Now, as much money as I think I have, I always want more money, and honestly that would be good, because my drinking is getting expensive in this current climate. God, it is so rough right now with all the market crashes going on. Like Bitcoin went down like a bit again today. Like there's just so much going on. There's just so much going on. Plus, I have business ventures I will be embarking on in the very near future, along with the business ventures I'm already involved in. And that is another reason that I can't be talking to everybody, because I find that I'm a good what would I say now? A good delegator. So I'll have like 5 main persons that I try to talk to, and I have 2 accountants that I try to talk to. Not even to mention my lawyers that I have to talk to every other day. Right now I'm probably in a I don't know why, but it's never showing my messages anymore. I was about to show you like just like messages that I have, but for some strange reason whenever I do that, no, I think I changed a setting or something. I don't remember, but it's a lot. So the 5 persons I'll talk to each day will be the persons who talk to like workers of mine, and they're the ones who really have the blunt of the conversations to have, and then I'll have a general conversation or I'll read a report or 2, and then we'll go from there. It's a lot to talk to so many people, and then people are asking me for stuff that I already had in a video. Like I make a video about something and then people are asking me about the same stuff that I just explained in the video. Now, I don't like being mean to people, that's why I just ignore, because I'm not the nicest person in the world. I'll be honest, I'm not. I'm a bit of I wouldn't even say I'm a jerk, but people would. But I just have my own standards and I go by them. So if I don't want to talk before 8, I'm not going to talk before 8 o'clock for anybody, because especially when I'm hungry before I've eaten, I eat breakfast every morning at 8 a.m. Before I've eaten, I'm even worse. Like, so it's just a lot of things. Like, it's just a lot of things why sometimes I just will not. I'll just open the message and I'll just come out of it, just clear the notification. Because if I just said how to do Realm Shifter versus Arisen Morrigan, early game Realm Shifter, and then somebody comes to ask me, like, alright, I'll give you an example why I kicked someone out of my server. I had just made a video on Nyx, and this kid is going to tell me that it would be easier for me to explain it to him than him to watch the video. No, I don't need people to watch my video. That wasn't the point. It's just that the audacity of this little shit to think that I would go again and explain something I had just made a video on for him. It was just too much. It was just too much. So it's like stuff like that. It's like stuff like that. Like, especially when I haven't eaten, trust me, like, you are going to get on my bad side. So it's nothing personal if I am ever dismissive to you or anything. It's maybe just that, 1, you might talk too much. I hate people who talk too much. Or 2, you might be a bit annoying. So, and then people who have too many requests. That's another thing. Like, if you have too many requests of me, I'm going to cut you off, because I don't like when people need too much of me. I like when people need just enough and they give just enough. So, like, I want suggestions from my patrons. This is an example too. I don't want my patrons telling me what they want. I want suggestions. I will think about it, and then we will come to a compromise if it makes sense for us both. But I'm not going to be taking like borderline demands from people because they think $25 a month is expensive. $25 a month, I'm not really sure of minimum wage in countries, but that is very cheap. That is extremely cheap. So in my opinion, I don't think I need to offer anything more. I think out of the kindness of my heart, I will. But I don't think there is anything that I need to be offering other than just offering quality content and good information. So yeah, as I said, I'll be taking suggestions, and we're at the end of the scroll. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me summon the last two. So it is seen that I summoned 40 just for video purposes. And yes, thank you guys so much for watching. As usual, take care of yourselves.